What's up everybody, it's I, Hero Vange, and welcome to my weighted Sinister Cup. And it's this one right here, the Tambayan Express Sinister Cup Tournament. This is the largest tournament, Sinister Cup tournament held so far in the Philippines, and I don't think that it's going to get overthrown because, well, partially because of the prizes. The prizes are, pretty insane. First place gets like 10,000, second place gets like, I don't know, it's a lot of coins, right? And also partially because the community just finds it like a nice comfortable spot to like meet up type of thing. So yes, usually the Tambayan Express is the craziest tournament in the Philippines, and I wanted to go for gold. This is the first tournament that I joined. Alright, I didn't get to do a test tournament. Usually I have a practice tournament, but there weren't any that were available to me. So yeah, I just, wanted to go for it. And I did good. Okay, I did pretty good, right? Solid start to season 2, guys. Solid start to season 2. I don't want to spoil, but I'm pretty happy with the outcome. And then I did another tournament on the same day, 30 minutes, like literally like 30 minutes after this tournament, and I was like pretty brain dead in that tournament. And that tournament I actually did even better. So listen, the situation is I want to give it to you, right? I want to give you the strats, all of it. Alright, I'm not holding back anything anymore. I'm done with this, right? I've got a couple more Sinister Cups, but whatever, right? But I want to give you all the strats. I want you guys to take those strats, use them for your tournaments this weekend, right? And maybe get to where I'm at, or maybe push it even further, right? I want you guys to do well in your tournaments. Hit me up on Twitter, be all sentimental, right? Because some of you guys are super sentimental, right? Be like, I sucked at season 1, bro, but because of you, because of you, man. Alright, I love those posts. Thank you so much for all the support. But yes, that mostly you, alright? Congrats. But yes, the thing is, I cannot. Alright? That sucks, right? Why? What do you mean, Vange? What is that all? Like, you just said you wanted to give it to us. So give it to us. The thing is, with the way that this tournament is set up, with the things that were thrown at me, it's not enough to solidify all the lines that I have, right? Because there's some lines that are very important for you to know to use my lines 100%, right? With confidence, okay? So that's the issue there. The variety of Pokemon that my opponents threw at me, nothing wrong with my opponents, it's just the way that it is, right? Is not enough to give you all the strats. But the thing is, I am going to work my butt off. I promise I will try my very, very hardest to get the next tournament out as soon as possible before this weekend, so that you can get like the full scope of my strats, right? So that you can maybe get like a day or two of practice. I will try. I promise I will work super hard to try to finish that tournament. But the thing is, that tournament video plus this tournament video on its own is not gonna be able to give you like the full thing, right? But together, yes, it's the full thing. All right, so yeah, I hope you can be a little bit patient, but let's start right here. Let's start with the strats that I'm able to show you in this video. My team consisted of, and this first Pokemon is the most important Pokemon that you have to have on your team. All right, do not settle just having Medicham. You need a Poliwrath. Mine is very special because it has Mud Shot, which is legacy, right? Hydro Pump, Dynamic Punch. Now, the person who traded me this is so nice, alright? Big shout out to Biscuit, and also big shout out to his team in Pangasinan. Thank you so much, dude. I really owe you big time for this. All he wanted was just to mention his name plus, his team there in Pangasinan. So yes. Now, the thing is, do you need the Mud Shot? Do you absolutely have to have the Mud Shot? No, I punched the mic. No, you do not need to have the Mud Shot. If you don't have this legacy Mud Shot, Poliwrath, you can go with Bubble, Dynamic Punch, Ice Punch, but make sure that you have a Poliwrath on your team. I also had Dusclops with Hex, Fire Punch, and Shadow Punch. Steelix with Dragon Tail, Crunch, and Earthquake. Alolan Marowak with Fire Spin, Bone Club, and Shadow Ball. Bastiodon, and this lot, you can change around. If you like Medicham, you can put that in here instead of Bastiodon. If you like, if you have like a Psychic type that you really like, sure. You like Empoleon, fine. Mawile, alright, nice. You can take out this slot if you like, but I had Bastiodon with Smackdown, Stone Edge, and Flamethrower. And Drift Blim with Hex, Shadow Ball, and Ominous Wind. This one is again optional. You don't need to have it, but I find it's very powerful to have 3 ghosts. Alright, so if you look at my team, you'll see that I have 3 ghosts, 2 steel, and 1 fighting. Now the thing is, you can swap out Bastiodon, alright? You can swap out Bastiodon with Drift Blim. You can also swap out Drift Blim, or you can try to, if you don't like Dusclops, you can swap out Dusclops. Sure, you can keep like 2 ghosts, but let me tell you, having 3 ghosts, especially 2 Shadow Ballers, right, is pretty good, like pretty strong, right? If you have Haunter, maybe you can swap one of the ghosts in type of situation, maybe like try to mix and match. You'll see my strats anyway. You can build on top of what I know so that you can, you know, fit it to your playstyle. Alright, now my first opponent, he's a pretty scary guy, right? He's a good friend of mine, but he is one of the, and I'm very confident when I say this, right? He's one of the best PvPers in the Philippines. It's JM Luis M, alright? In Season 1, he almost hit Ace. He won multiple tournaments, like every single month he would win, he would have like a gold badge. He's a fantastic PvPer. Now the first thing that I want you to look at in your opponent's team is the steel types. Now most people are gonna have Steelix, kind of like put this aside, but my friend here has Probopass. Now I want you to look at the steel type like this. Think about it as a ghost matchup mastery. Can this Probopass beat most of my ghosts? The answer is yes. Right? Because Probopass can beat my Hex Dusclops, can beat my Drift Blim for sure skis, but my Alolan Marowak, since I've got Fire Spin, is pretty safe. I can go straight Bone Club and beat this thing. Now, the next question that you have to think about is, can my fighter beat all of my opponent's steel types? This is very important because you want to upgrade your steel type coverage on your team, and the answer for me currently is yes, because Mudshot Poliwrath with Dynamic Punch can beat down Probopass easy, right? Block 1 time, double Dynamic Punch, you win. Alright, so for my team of 3, I have Alolan Marowak, Dusclops, and Poliwrath. Now this is my Probopass Hunter set. Memorize it. Put it down on a notebook, put it down on your phone so that you remember it. If you see Probopass, Steelix, this is the line to go with, right? Why not Steelix? Steelix completely walls Probopass. Why not Steelix? The thing is, that's another set. Alright, that is another set that we're gonna talk about in the next tournament video. I promise I'll get it out as soon as possible. But yes, for the Probopass Hunter set, this also doubles up as a Claydol hunting set. Okay? Just honestly, Claydol hunting set isn't really a thing, but just have 2 ghosts. You're pretty safe from Claydol, right? You can bring in your Poliwrath to do stuff in things. And I felt at the time that he was gonna try his best to get his Claydol on my Poliwrath because it's the only fighter I have, right? And so if he takes out my Poliwrath, his Probopass can kind of go like on a rampage type of situation. But you know, we'll see how we do. Also, note that this is one of the safest lines that I run. I usually run like this trio in different forms, just, you know, all around type of situation. Okay, so yeah, let's see how we do. Alright, so the first match is pretty standard. I am able to get a fantastic, we'll talk about it for a sec here. Alright, got snacks, ready for the battles? I'm excited for this. Alright, so he throws a Shadow Punch. I'm going to get a, right here, a Bone Club bait. Okay, so how many Fire Spins to a Shadow Ball? It's 6. Okay, 6. Remember that. But you know, the thing is, if your opponent gets a 6 and you get baited, it's bad, right? It's really bad, right? So I'm gonna throw a Shadow Ball here to finish off the Dusclops. And since he has the same exact Poliwrath as me, I know this because we're friends, right? So we have battles and stuff, right? And he wanted to farm me down. I got a Shadow Ball off, so fantastic. It's either he blocked, leaving him with no shields, leaving my Poliwrath to just demolish the rest of his team, or he doesn't block, he takes that Shadow Ball, so yeah, fantastic. And it's all because of that single Shadow Ball bait, okay? So yeah, it's risky, right? It's kind of like this cup is kind of like a guessing game most of the time, right? And I'm gonna have these moments where I have these nice baits. There's gonna be some moments later that I won't. Okay, so yeah, right there you saw I risked it to get the Hydro Pump off, but yeah, you can actually just throw 2 Dynamic Punch. It's okay. Farm out the rest with your Dusclops. But the thing is, I'm fine. So yeah, GG first match. Actually, I'm not done talking about the team comp. I just got I just got bored earlier listening to myself talk, and so I jumped into the battles. But yeah, why not Drift Blim, right? Why not Drift Blim? Drift Blim is better for Claydol. The thing is, he's got Probopass, okay? Alright? So, yeah. Now, I want you to really, like, remember this because this is also going to be my Mawile Hunter set. Alright? So, this is Probopass / Mawile / general safety type situation. Not sure what you want to do. Just have this line of 3. It's pretty safe. Dusclops is the safe switch. Okay? So, yeah. Let's see how we do. Now, something that you absolutely have to know for the Sinister Cup to have like a decent score is your Poliwrath match-up master. You have to master the fights, right? Especially like in this situation here, the lead situation with Marowak, with Dusclops, with your own Poliwrath, with, let's say, Steelix, if you led with Steelix, and yes. So right there, he nailed me with a Hydro Pump. I knew it was a Hydro Pump, right? I knew, I counted, okay? But the thing is, I wanted to just let it go because I thought that I lose that. Because in the matchup mastery video that I made, I said, oh, Mudshot, Hydro Pump can straight Hydro Pump Marowak to death, okay? It turns out that it's very, very IV dependent, okay? So, in that situation, if you find yourself in that, specific situation, you can go straight Shadow Ball and gamble that the Legacy Poliwrath that you're facing has trash IVs, which is very, very likely, okay? And you're gonna see that in the future video, in the next tournament video. It actually blew my mind when I found that out. So yeah, but anyways, since he nailed me with 2 Hydro Pumps, this is just GG, okay? That's just too much damage on my team and not the right use of shields, okay? So yeah, GG. Well, I'm gonna get to kill this thing, but the thing is, he still has a pretty healthy Dusclops in the back. Gonna throw the Hydro Pump. Alright, throw it. Get the kill. Nice, but Dusclops. GG. Alright guys, take a look at the team comp. Triple Ghosts. What's up with that? What is up with that? The thing is, for the Triple Ghost, right? The reason why I'm running it is, one, I now know his Poliwrath set. Okay, it's Mudshot, Dynamic Punch, Hydro Pump, right? Mudshot, Dynamic Punch, Hydro Pump. He threw Dynamic Punch at my Dusclops earlier, I think. Yes, but I was sure at this point. This is why I emphasize knowing your Poliwrath match-up mastery. This is like the most crucial thing you have to know for the cup, right? Drift Blim beats that set, right? Beats that set of Poliwrath. Mudshot, Dynamic Punch, Hydro Pump, even if it lands the Hydro Pump, which is iffy, okay? And even if you go straight Shadow Ball, okay? So, yes, it's a more sure win. So if I catch that Poliwrath lead, that's nice. That's really, really nice, okay? And then I'm gonna use my Dusclops there to kind of burn the shields, just like Machine Gun, Shadow Punch things to death. And then I'm gonna finish up with my Marowak, right? Because Shadow Ball is probably the most powerful thing in this cup, okay? It is the most, almost the most powerful, but Earthquake a little bit more powerful. But the thing is, Shadow Ball, you get to that much faster, right? So if you're able to give your Marowak the shield advantage, if you're able to put yourself in a situation where you have Drift Blim or Marowak behind the shield against your naked opponent, that's a win. Now, the second reason why I'm more comfortable running this line is because Probopass is nowhere to be seen, right? Is nowhere to be seen. I haven't seen it in the past 2 matches. Plus, he knows that I'm running Poliwrath and Alolan Marowak, which I was running for the past 2 matches. So he's probably, keeping it in the back. So it's like a psychology type situation, right? I was kind of like scaring him not to use his Probopass for this set. Now, some more Poliwrath mastery, okay? Mudshot, Dynamic Punch beats Probopass straight Dynamic Punch, okay? Even if you get baited, right? You just Dynamic Punch, block the first thing, and then you get to the Dynamic Punch before he or she gets to the Thunderbolt, right? To kill you, okay? So that's why, and my opponent is a good PvPer, so he knows this, okay? So I'm kind of like scaring him. Do not bring your Probopass. Do not bring your Probopass, alright? That's the situation, right? Especially as the lead. Okay, because what did I lead with? Marowak this whole time. Marowak beats Probopass straight Bone Club. Okay, so do not do that. Alright, and so now I'm kind of like, alright, he's probably not gonna do it. He's not gonna bring his Probopass. It's safe to use Drift Blim. Last thing before we get into the battle, right? Drift Blim as a lead is fantastic. It is so good. There's so many tricks that I wish I could teach you in this video, but I can't. I can't. Because, again, like the stuff that was thrown to me was not favorable for, you know, video making. Okay, so yes, but I will have some more Drift Blim trick shots in the next tournament video, but this one is a very important Drift Blim matchup mastery type situation for Drift Blim as a lead Pokemon. Okay, so this is super important. Take down notes. Okay, let's get into the battle. There's so many matchups that are so close that you can actually set up your second Pokemon for the sweep with a little bit of energy, right? And if it's Marowak, if it's something with a Shadow Ball, it's dangerous. Okay, so he gets off the crunch. I'm gonna go straight Shadow Ball. Your opportunity is if the Shadow Ball hits. Okay, if the Shadow Ball hits, fantastic. Go for the Ominous Wind. You just want to dent it a little bit more. If he blocks, that's fine. Alright? He's gonna get to a crunch. Do not block. Okay? You're goods. Alright? So if he blocks, he lost a shield. He still has a lot of health, right? In this situation, he didn't block. He knew it was an Ominous Wind, and I still have energy, right? So basically, what you're trying to do is get that shield advantage plus a little bit of energy. Because Dragon Tail's not gonna do a lot of damage if you have your Marowak set up with just a tiny bit of energy. It's dangerous. What are you gonna swap into it? Think about it. What are you gonna swap into Marowak? You swap in another Marowak? He has the energy advantage. Bruh, you're gonna get Shadow Ball to death. Poliwrath, he has the energy advantage. You're gonna get Shadow Ball to death. And, you know, I still have that third Pokemon in the back, Dusclops, right? I counted, okay? That was actually 8 mud shots, but the thing is there were animations and stuff, so I was thinking, okay, it's probably a Hydro Pump type situation. So yes, I'm able to get my very thick Dusclops against his very thick Dusclops, and yeah, obviously I'm not gonna pull out my Marowak because my Marowak is kind of like the finisher type situation here, but he has a shield, so yeah. But, you know, this is a GG. It's like a 2v1. He has a shield, but it's not a finisher type Pokemon situation, so it's good. We're goods, right? Basically, what I'm telling you is get the shield advantage, have your Marowak out with energy, and you win. Okay? Right? Look for those lead situations. Drift Blim is a fantastic setup. Before we move on to the next match, I just wanted to solidify your knowledge because we're not gonna go in depth too much with the strats in like the rest of the stuff, right? Well, there are gonna be some points, but again, the steel types, that's the first thing, right? And then think about it in a ghost type, mastery type situation, right? And then think about your Poliwrath versus the steel types, okay? So have that mastered, know that, right? So that you can make the right choices for your team comp. And then look for your opponent's Poliwrath moveset. And if you have your Poliwrath mastery mastered, you got it. You're gonna win. You're gonna win, okay? Steel, Ghost type mastery, Poliwrath mastery versus the steel type, and then Poliwrath mastery versus your ghost and your own Poliwrath type situation, okay? Just memorize it right now. Let's move on to the next battle. My next opponent is Ace Soleis. Let's take a look at the team. So what do you see? Steel types, right? That's what I told you to look at. What steel types does he have? Steelix, Mawile. Let's put Steelix aside. Everybody, almost everybody has Steelix. So he has Mawile. Nice! Alright, applying the knowledge. Now the thing is, this is not the Mawile Hunter set, right? The Mawile Hunter set has Marowak up front, right? But the thing is, on his team, I saw Drift Blim, I saw Cresselia, I saw like a bunch of Pokemon that are weak to Bastiodon. So this is experimental, but I would suggest just forget about this for now. But if you want to try it in your practice matches, right, this set of 3 is actually pretty good. But this has a major problem with the double fighter strategy, okay? So this is a solid set. Yes, you can try it out. But if you see Medicham and Poliwrath, do not run this set. And honestly, I think it's still risky because Steelix beats Bastiodon, but you know, I got tempted, okay? Let's see if it pays off. Alright, Bastiodon lead versus Poliwrath. That sucks. What type? What type? Bubble. First thing, okay? So fast attack, bubble, confirmed. Alright, pulls out Mawile on my Dusclops. the thing is, this is actually still a huge opportunity. Like, don't block a single thing, right, with Dusclops. And the thing is, you don't have to go straight Fire Punch, because if you know your KO ranges, you're gonna be able to pull off some in like cleaner kills with Shadow Punch here. Yeah, you see the HP? It's kind of, well, you'll get to see it right here. That's KO range right there. Okay, all right, cool. So he's gonna pull out his Marowak. He's gonna get some energy, but whatever I've got, Bastiodon, you can throw all your energy at Bastiodon. Go ahead, it's all good. I have the shield advantage as well because he pulled out Mawile on my Dusclops. So what is it? Bubble. He's gonna throw a thing, right? What is it? Is it okay? It's Dynamic Punch. So the third thing is probably Ice Punch, right? Yes. The thing is, my Mudshot Poliwrath outspeeds this Poliwrath, right? So if you know your Poliwrath matchup, Mudshot Dynamic Punch beats Bubble Dynamic Punch. Bubble Dynamic Punch beats the rest that don't have Dynamic Punch. So yes, I know that I can beat this. All right, he did bait me, but whatever, right? Cool. So here, you know what? I don't need to do anything anymore because I have a super hard counter to Marowak. We goods, okay? Nice. So, you know, I don't have anything else to say. You enjoying your snacks? Excellent. Nice. Having a great day? Cool. GG. Alright, so we are now running the Mawile Hunter set. Okay, the worst ghost to fight Mawile with is Haunter. Alright, so if you have a Haunter on your team, don't. Okay, if you see Mawile, no, you do not want that. If you have Drift Blim as well, that's not so good against Mawile, but these two, they're pretty good, okay? Marowak beats Mawile. Dusclops, if you can get it on Mawile early, you can kind of like put yourself in a fantastic situation because you're gonna have shield advantage. Do not finish with your ghost types. If there is a Mawile on the table, right? Have your Poliwrath in the back. And like keep it in your mindset to save it for the very last minute, okay? Type situation, okay? Let's see how we do. Alright, so we started the match off with a fantastic lead matchup. Cresselia versus Marowak. Okay, so he's gonna swap out. He got 3 confusions off. Okay, he pulls out Mawile. I'm like, should I swap to my Poliwrath? I actually think I should have swapped to my Poliwrath, but it works out. It works out, right? But if this happens to you, swap out to your Poliwrath because you don't want your Poliwrath facing Cresselia later on, right? But yes, this is it was a nice opportunity to get the shield advantage, plus I have energy, but the thing is, us being stupid, I still try to go for the Shadow Ball. I should have just gone for the Bone Club. He probably would have blocked because it's like a high pressure situation. I don't think like anybody could count in these like high pressure situations, right? So yeah, he pulls out Cresselia on my Poliwrath. The thing is, my Poliwrath can beat his Poliwrath, and so I feel comfortable at this time, right? So yeah, and if I can even just get his Poliwrath low, my Dusclops can kind of like get extra energy, right? Because he has Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, I think, right? But he showed the Ice Punch, right? Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch. So he doesn't really have like a KO move on my Dusclops. He doesn't have like Hydro Pump. So yeah, I'm you know, I can kind of like extra farm a little bit. You see the HP of the Cresselia super low, right? Okay, so I get off a Dynamic Punch. He's gonna get off a Dynamic Punch to kill me, but it's fine. His Poliwrath is super low. I have energy on my Dusclops. Can kind of just actually just I could have just like gone and killed him right here, right? But I wanted to make sure that I got the win. So I farmed up. I shot like 2 times, 2 hexes, just to make sure that I had enough energy for the Cresselia. But yeah, that was a GG. So yes, that match would have been cleaner if I just swapped out my Marowak into my Poliwrath on the Mawile, but it worked out, okay? It's okay. It worked out. So what I'm trying to teach you is how to outpick your opponent so that even if your opponent kind of like, flips around their team comp, even if you flip around your team comp, you're gonna be on top because you outpicked your opponent, right? Okay, so my ghosts have very good matchup profiles against his steel types, okay, which is one of the pillars of the Sinister Cup. My Poliwrath can beat his Poliwrath, which is one of the other pillar of the Sinister type, and one of my ghosts, Hex Dusclops, can beat his Poliwrath. And so we have like this overlapping type situation, and all you have to follow is Steel type, Ghost type mastery, Poliwrath mastery, and then his Poliwrath moveset, Ghost type mastery, and also my own Poliwrath mastery, and you're goods. Okay, you just outpick your opponent. Alright, this clip is fantastic for teaching. You're gonna learn a lot from this. Alright, so Mawile versus Poliwrath. Actually, not a lot to learn from this. You win this. Okay, cool, nice. Throw the dynamic punch. And yeah, he decided to take it. He swaps out to his Marowak. Okay, alright, I counted the hexes. That was not 5 hexes. 5 hexes, it's a Shadow Ball. It was a Bone Club. I throw the Hydro Pump, right? Okay, right here, I'm gonna get debated, right? That was 4 hexes after that first Bone Club. But I was thinking there's probably residual energy plus, you know, there was an animation, right? So I was thinking, okay, maybe not. But so I got debated, and then I counted again, and it wasn't a Shadow Ball. So I was like, alright, I can survive Bone Club, and I get 2 Hydro Pumps on this thing, right? He decided to block. So fantastic. This is really, really good. Okay, so I have my Marowak with energy with a shield on a naked opponent. This is amazing. Alright, so I'm just gonna go straight Shadow Ball. Amazing, nice. I actually thought that I could still outrace his Marowak to a Shadow Ball, right? But he already had it loaded up, okay? Well, not really. Well, he had a Bone Club, okay? But here's very important thing to know. If you're in this situation and you have a fresh Dusclops, okay? You can actually survive one Shadow Ball and finish up with a Shadow Punch. So if you have like a really low Marowak, right, type situation, you can use your Dusclops to finish. Now my next opponent, Azor Ahai, has a very dangerous team. Okay, if you want to copy this team, this is actually pretty genius. Okay, the thing is, he just has Steelix. Okay, so for the Steel types, let's not apply that because this team is actually like different. Okay, why? Because he has Haunter, and with Haunter being such a dangerous Pokemon, you absolutely have to catch it with Bastiodon or an Ice Punch, Mudshot, Poliwrath, or a Confusion user. So my team right now is very weak to Haunter. Why? I do have Bastiodon, but I don't have a Confusion user. I also have a Mudshot, Dynamic Punch, Hydro Pump, Poliwrath. So I'm very, very vulnerable to Haunter. If I catch it with my Steelix, it's iffy. If I catch it with my Ghosts, that's bad. So right off the bat, he already outpicked me for sure. Okay, as long as he brings in that Haunter, I am at a very bad position. Okay, so if you want to take one of these Ghosts and, you know, use Legacy Shadow Ball Haunter, I would completely understand. That is a fantastic choice. Okay, so the thing is, with these Ghosts, right, my plan is to hopefully catch Haunter on the lead, right? And then burn both shields, force him to burn both shields, and then farm out the rest with my Shadow Ballers, so have them have some advantage, and then just like blow the rest of the team with Shadow Balls. Okay, so that was the plan. It's dangerous, it's very iffy. Let's see if it pays off. Alright, so we start the match off with Dusclops versus Poliwrath. So no Haunter. Usually people would lead with it. It's rarely a swap in, but we'll see. Okay, so I use Shadow Punch and he swaps out, so he has Bubble. He's not revealing his moveset yet. Okay, he swaps in Dusclops. Alright, I still have the energy advantage, but I was being really stupid right here. You're gonna see I make like the dumbest choices. Okay, I take a Shadow Punch and I get to the Shadow Punch. I decided not to block here. Why? I don't know. And then I pull out my Drift Blim, which is the not so great choice because it's squishy, right? It has a lot of HP, but if you look at the defense stat, it's not that great. So it can't take a lot of like shots. And I was I don't know what I was trying to do here. Basically this lost me the match right here. Okay, so yeah. But you're gonna see later that it doesn't really matter because okay, so he's gonna get up. You see how stupid this is? I should have like just blocked my Dusclops, forced his Dusclops to lose or something. I don't know, just played it better. Because he had Haunter, it doesn't matter because yes, Haunter as a swap in on an all ghost team, so having like energy and stuff is devastating. Okay, so yeah. So he reveals one of his movesets, which is one of his charge moves, which is Power Up Punch. So at least we have that. So judging by like the way that charge moves are like paired up, it's probably Hydro Pump in the back, right? So for the second match, I still wanted to use my Dusclops, get that Haunter like low, do the 2 shield type thing, and then swap in my Marowak, and then kind of like farm out the rest, and then blow the rest of his team with my Marowak type situation. So now I know my Paul Dirac can beat his Paul Dirac because I have a Mud Shot, Dynamic Punch. He probably doesn't have Dynamic Punch. He probably has Hydro Pump, right? So I was like confident with this team. I was like, alright, if I can just get that Haunter out of here, right? Use it as energy basically, right? I can maybe pull off a win. Before we move on to the battle, I just want you to know that this is the second time we're actually running this battle because I lagged, but the thing is, it honestly didn't make a difference, alright? So yeah, let's see how we do. Okay, so we start the match off with, it's not Haunter. Okay, alright, so it's a bunch of CMP ties. Alright, I was thinking if I could try to catch one of the Shadow Punches with my Marowak, that would be kind of nice, but then I do something stupid. You'll see it later, right? So, second CMP tie here. He still has it. Alright, CMP is actually pretty random now, okay? But in this case, it's not because I'm dumb, okay? So, you'll see right here, I pull up the switch tray. I'm gonna try to swap out and... Oh man, stupid. But this was kind of nice because I was thinking, alright, you know what? This is kind of like an opportunity. I can kind of come in with my Marowak and just farm, right? Just farm it out, okay? And then maybe blow the rest of his team with Shadow Ball. Okay, so just farming it out. Nice. I've got a lot of energy. Pops out with Haunter. Okay. It's not that bad. I go Bone Club. Okay. And then I'm gonna go Bone Club again, since now he doesn't have shields, to set up my Poliwrath for the sweep. If it's Poliwrath in the back, I win, okay? There I go. Obviously, I'm gonna block this because a Shadow Ball would be devastating and I would lose. And he pops up with Medicham. I lost my English there for a sec. He popped up with Medicham. Can you believe this? The nutsacks on this dude, alright? I had 3 ghosts on the first match and he still popped. He's good. He got me, okay? He got me. Did I want to do a third battle? Of course, yeah! Hell yeah! Let's go! Battle 3. So I was thinking, you know what? Why don't I hunt for the Haunter? Let's hunt for the Haunter, okay? Bastiodon lead, right? Just in case if I catch it, amazing! Okay, Bastiodon. Dusclops in the back to just burn all that shield, and if I can like get my Dusclops on his Haunter, it might not be too bad because whatever is left can be farmed out by my Marowak and used to devastate the rest, right? That's kind of like the situation. This is a Scatterbrain, the best a set of 3, so don't copy this, but yeah, just know that if you're copying my team, right, you're weak to Haunter, okay? So like find a way, maybe like switch up some things. I'm sure, I am 100% sure that you can figure something out before your tournament on the weekend, but yes, my team right now, pretty weak to Haunter, alright? Let's see how we do. Alright. This is insane. Okay, watch. Count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bubbles. Okay. Pops out with Dusclops. Cool. I didn't throw any energy at that Poliwrath, okay? I have to beat this Dusclops. If I don't beat this Dusclops, my Bastiodon will still be aligned to his Poliwrath, which is horrible. Okay, which is horrible. Alright, so I have to get my Bastiodon aligned to whatever he has in the back, which is hopefully Haunter. Okay, so yeah, I pushed it, I got it, and at this point, I was praying to the patron saint of predictions, right? Valor Ash, okay? Senpai Valor Ash, will you please give me the skills, alright? And he kind of just came down from the heavens and blessed me with the power of prediction. He pulls off a power-up punch, right? He definitely had more than enough for a Hydro Pump, and bam, I got the read. Fantastic, amazing. He pulls out Haunter, amazing. It's not Medicham, this is just great, okay? Working, okay? So here I am. I don't want to give that Poliwrath more energy, right? But the thing is, he still has a shield. So I have to bait him if I want any chance to win. Okay? Do I get the bait? Is he gonna shield? patron saint of prediction, Valor Ash, people. Okay? I don't know how I was able to pull this off. It's crazy. This is a charge move. He doesn't have Ice Punch. He has Power Up Punch. GG. Alright, so we have our first loss. It was against Azor Ahai. GG's. But we're moving on to my next opponent, Kevzo8, who has Mawile and Empoleon. It's a pretty interesting combination because Empoleon makes it hard to use my Alolan Marowak to fight off his Mawile, right? It's an interesting dynamic, but I wanted to test out the waters with my All Ghost team. The thing is, I didn't feel at the time that I needed Poliwrath, and I was kind of scared of Cresselia, right? Because, yeah, Cresselia is quite a hard Poliwrath counter, right? Plus, it can hit the ghosts pretty hard, right? With Future Sight, so I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk getting farmed, and yeah. But some matchup mastery, right? Dusclops loses to Empoleon, right? But Empoleon has to go straight fast attack, block once, okay? But it comes out with 2 HP, so it's very, very IV dependent, right? But the thing is, you are gonna get that shield in the next in the next matchup, because you can throw Hydro Pump or Flash Cannon, right? Against Marowak, Empoleon beats Marowak, okay? Because Marowak is part fire. Against Drifblim can beat Empoleon straight Shadow Ball. Okay? Alright, so I wanted to lead with my Dusclops because I wanted to gamble that my Dusclops IVs were better than his Empoleon's IVs, right? So I would, burn that one shield and hopefully get the kill on the Empoleon, right? So that I was trying to gamble on that. Let's see how we do. Okay, so I would have had this match, right? I would have had it, but the thing is, I biffed my switch. I sucked at swapping my Pokemon, alright? So yeah, start practicing because you want to be able to switch on the fly like as crispy as you can, okay? So yeah, anyways, Empoleon takes 2 Shadow Punches. I'm gonna get to a third one. Is he gonna block? Are we gonna gamble for IVs? Let's see. No. Okay, fine. He decided to take Energy Advantage over Switch Advantage, and he got a little bit of energy on his Mawile, which is, well, I think it's not that big of a deal. But the thing is, right there, I biffed my switch, right? And now this Dusclops has so much energy, and my Drifblim, see, the thing is, Drifblim is literally like, it is a balloon, okay? It's just inflated HP, right? It's not effective HP because its HP has no defense, okay? So it's just a big puffy ball of HP. So yeah, which takes a lot of damage from even like small damage stuff. Like right there, I was trying to swap to try to throw the Shadow Ball to kill this thing, right? Type of situation. But yeah, I biffed it as well, and that sucks for me. I do survive this, right? But I get to kill it. But I mean, Mawile's in the back, pretty healthy. So yeah, GG. Alright, for the second matchup, we're using the modified Mawile Hunter set. I have Hex Dusclops as the lead because he seems to like Empoleon, right? So yeah, plus Dusclops versus Mawile up front isn't that bad because you get to burn a shield, and then I get to come in with my Marowak and just, farm up the rest and throw type of thing. Okay, so yeah, let's see how we do. Okay, so we started the match off with Empoleon once again. So same thing. Is he gonna block this time? Is he gonna throw a charge attack? Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, throw my Shadow Punches. This is the first one. Cool. I'm gonna get to the second one. Nice. Is he gonna block this one? Are we finally gonna gamble for IVs? Let's see who has the better IVs. He decides to throw. Okay, so he's one fast attack behind. So now I can just kind of like farm him up. All right. That's kind of like how I play that situation, right? So yeah, but you can, choose whatever you want. He comes out with Mawile, and I threw a Shadow Punch. I was like, oh, dang, that was a waste of energy. But then I do get to the Fire Punch, which is fantastic, right? Nice. And then I swap to my Marowak because it doesn't matter. I just wanted to scare off the Mawile so that I could, beat it with my Poliwrath later. He comes out with Dusclops, but my Marowak had energy, right? So the thing is, I don't need to block because even if I come out, oh, I actually beat it. even if his Dusclops beats my Marowak, my Poliwrath could just, farm the rest out and, beat the Mawile. Okay, so yeah, but it's GG. We got the Mawile Hunter set. He pulled out Mawile. We kind of like outpicked. Okay, so yeah, good match. Gonna get that dynamic punch and alright, GG, 1-1. Alright, so for this third and deciding match, I decided to just swap the flow. It's still the same team comp, right? Mawile hunting set. Yeah, let's see if we get it. This match is actually pretty insane, but it's because I was pretty stupid. So I get the lead, right? Fantastic. Swaps out to Cresselia. Biff the switch again. You gotta start practicing. You gotta get it crispy, okay? You gotta get it crispy, okay? So I swap into Dusclops. That's not a bad choice, but the thing is, if he has Empoleon in the back, that's, it would be better if I had my Marowak on this Cresselia. Yes, of course, right? So yeah, but the thing is, I have that overlap with the Mawile matchup, right? I can kind of like switch my Poliwrath to Empoleon and he can kind of like, anyways. So I let the second thing go. He swaps the Mawile. I should have swapped right here, right? I should have swapped to my Poliwrath, but I didn't. That's dumb. That's really, really dumb. Okay, that's the reason why stuff and things happen. He didn't block. Okay, that sucks. My Marowak is dinged up. His Cresselia has a lot of damage on it. He pulls out Empoleon. Oh my god, this is bad. This is really bad, okay? I throw the dynamic punch. There's still a little bit left on his switch timer, right? And just as he swaps, I threw this dynamic punch. This is miraculous right here. Boom. Got it. Fantastic. That was amazing. It's good that he didn't block, right? It's really good that he didn't block. Okay, so yeah. So I'm throwing dynamic punch, but the thing is, this is dangerous because he is going to get to my Marowak, and I have to remember where's the Shadow Ball, right? So I'm I slowed it down here. I remembered it was on the right? But I had some doubts. I was actually really scared. Just tapping on that right side, okay? And yeah, but definitely GG, super close. Okay, so for the next match, we've got Champ MC. He's got Steelix, no other steals. Does he have Haunter? No, so we're safe to run the triple ghost, right? So as you can see, since you now know like the initial strats, we're rolling through the tournament, alright? So let's see how we do. Okay, what moveset is this Poliwrath? Let's find out. Bubble. Okay, that's one. Bubble. What else? What is this? Is it an Ice Punch? It's a Power-Up Punch. Alright. Cool. I overcharge. I throw the Ominous Wind. And he blocks. Fantastic. I got the bait. Amazing. Nice. Okay. He's gonna throw again. I decide not to block. It's a Power-Up Punch again. So I'm like, okay. It's probably Hydro Pump, right? It's probably Hydro Pump. Okay, I throw the Shadow Ball. He catches it. Fantastic. I'm left with a decent amount of HP. Pops up with Dusclops. I throw the Ominous Wind. Is he counting? Let's see. No, he blocked. Fantastic. We're at an amazing opportunity here. He's naked, no shields. I have my Marowak. I still have one shield. Okay, it's time for Shadow Ball time. All right, what? It's Shadow Ball. I gotta practice that. All right. So yes, we throw the Shadow Ball. Chest pass. Pam. All right, dead. Next Pokemon. Steelix, nice. Okay, he's obviously gonna get to a crunch, right? So I'm gonna block because my Marowak is still gonna do more damage compared to my Dusclops because Dusclops not really a high damage type Pokemon, right? So the Shadow Ball, boom, take out half HP. I get to the Bone Club. Amazing. Very, very clean finish. Nice. Excellent. Shadow Balls. Alright, so now for the second match, since we now know what Poliwrath moveset he has, well, not really know, right? Because we don't know that second charge attack, right? But we're speculating it's a Hydro Pump, right? But since he has Bubble, Power-Up Punch, it's probably not Dynamic Punch, right? So because of that, my Poliwrath can definitely beat his Poliwrath. So I'm kind of like confident in putting my Poliwrath in, right? Plus, if, Marowak, I can get the Hydro Pump. He doesn't know my moveset yet, right? So, yes, let's try to get this win. Alright, so we start the match off with Poliwrath versus Marowak. Okay, so I'm counting the hexes here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he throws. Okay, I'm like, you know what? I can take a Shadow Ball, but, he might be more open to taking my Hydro Pump if, I didn't block that. But since he threw Bone Club and then swapped out, his Dusclops took a massive chunk, right? And then I swap in my Dusclops and I'm trying to get some advantage here. Okay, so I overcharge, I throw the Shadow Punch, he's gonna block. Fantastic. I can farm out the rest, plus I can survive this, right? So yeah, Shadow Punch. Okay, nice. Farm out the rest, have another Shadow Punch. He comes out with Marowak. I throw. Let's see. Is he gonna block? He blocks. This is great. Okay, it's Shadow Ball time. Alright, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so he throws. It's a Bone Club. Okay, I got debated right there. I'm about to get to Shadow Ball. Right here, I decide, it's too early. Oh, no. No, dang it. It's not Shadow Ball time. Okay, I'm gonna get to the Hydro Pump. I overcharged a little bit just so that, I can, I don't know. I was hoping that his Poliwrath was out here, but no, it's Medicham. The nutsacks of some people. It blows my mind whenever people do this, right? They pull out their Medicham after I go triple Ghost. I don't understand it, man. It was Shadow Ball time. Alright, it was Shadow Ball time. Apparently for me. So, and I also don't understand. I go triple Ghost, Azur Ahai, like earlier, right? He pulls out his Medicham. I go triple Ghost with Champ here. He pulls out his Medicham. I don't understand it. Yes, it works out for them. Yes, they both beat me with their Medicham after I went triple Ghost, but still, right? Isn't that supposed to kind of like scare you off? It makes no sense to me, dude. I don't get it, but it is what it is. Okay, triple Ghost. Let's see how we do. This is the second time we're playing this match because I lagged out, but it honestly made no difference, right? No difference at all. I get the lead. He pulls out Dusclops. Is he counting? Well, actually, I got to a Shadow Ball, so yeah. I got the bait. Fantastic. Okay, he's gonna get a Shadow Punch. I don't really care. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball after this. Nice. Block one time just to make sure that I kill this thing. I'm not worried about Medicham because I have two Ghosts in the back, right? So, like, dude. Okay, I'm trying to set up Shadow Ball time here, okay? Boom, he blocked again. Amazing. I have one shield. He has 0 shields. This is amazing. Okay, I throw the Ominous Wind. I honestly should have swapped out right here, right? Well, I was gonna try, but whatever, right? Okay. Pull out the Dusclops because I can take a Shadow Ball. So if he goes for the Shadow Ball, whatever, right? I throw the Shadow Punch. Okay. Get off a Hex. Nice. Is he gonna go Bone Club? No, he goes Shadow Ball. Am I gonna get to the second thing? No. Okay, I should have swapped there, but honestly, it doesn't matter because it's Shadow Ball time. Okay, it is finally Shadow Ball time. First of all, Bone Club. Nice. Throw it. Okay. Just to make sure, because I did get baited there, right? I don't know how much energy he has. I wasn't counting. Yes. It's Shadow Ball time. Yes. GG. Good match. Alright, my next opponent is Neopets. And as you can see on his team, I don't have to mention it, right? You already know what we're looking for. Yes? Yes. Now, Neopets is a YouTuber. He has his perspective of the tournaments uploaded on his channel. I'll link his channel right there. Okay, check him out. Tell him I said hi. Alright, so I've got the Mawile Hunter set. Okay, / Probopass hunting set. Yes, but it's flipped around. It doesn't matter. Okay, it'll work. We're gonna start by counting Steelix fast attacks. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, 3. He swaps out to his Poliwrath. He has Bubble. Did you see that? Bubble. Okay, I throw the Dynamic Punch. Alright. Swap to my Dusclops. What else does he have? He's gonna throw. What charge attack is this? Alright. It's Ice Punch. Okay. So I have the shield advantage. I just want to burn most of the shield so that I can set up Shadow Ball time. Okay, so yeah, I'm just throwing and throwing and throwing. Okay, Ice Punch. I'm not gonna... Well, I at this point, I had no plans of blocking my Dusclops, right? So yeah, just take it, just throw and throw and throw. I'm gonna get to the Shadow Punch first, but then he swaps to his Steelix. I throw the Fire Punch just to get chip damage because Mudshot Poliwrath versus Steelix is actually pretty dangerous. I forgot to count, right? But the thing is, we got to 6 Dragon Tails, and then I was kind of like, you know what? There's a lot of animations. I probably missed one, right? So yeah, I blocked. it was an earthquake. Okay, so he comes out with his Poliwrath. He throws. He's got Dynamic Punch. So he has Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch. Okay, I'm gonna throw my Dynamic Punch. He's gonna take it. Alright. Boom. Deads. Alright. And then he comes out with Marowak. Okay. A little bit dangerous. I should have gone for the Dynamic Punch right there, right? Definitely. But it's nice that he burned his energy, right? Instead of, you know, just farming me down. Because if he farmed me down, that would have been pretty dangerous. Okay, so right here, I am going to block, but he has a lot of energy, right? A lot. Okay. And then I'm gonna go for the bait. Okay, do I get it? Let's see. Is Valor Ash patron saint of the baits on my side? Yes, he is. Okay, I swapped to my Dusclops just to kind of like force him, just to kind of like freak him out, right? So at this point, he was at like 4 hexes post Bone Club, right? He throws a Bone Club, he has no more energy, right? So I just wanted to make it more sure to get the kill with the Bone Club, alright? So yeah, GG. Alright, so second match, I'm running the same lineup. Let's see how we do. Alright, so we started the match off with a pretty bad lead matchup, okay? Hexclops is actually one of the ghosts that beat most Poliwrath sets. Okay, so yeah. So my style is I throw the Hydro Pump and then I swap out. Okay, so either he gives me the shield or he takes it, right? So he took it. I swap to my Dusclops, and basically what I want to do is I want to just farm out the rest, right? But he's not gonna let me. He swaps out to his Marowak. Now I have to count correctly. He got 1 hex, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. No. He got 5 total. He had like 2 before I started counting. That's 5, right? So I decided to block there, but he threw the Bone Club, so I got baited, right? But I wanted to block just so that I could get that 1 Shadow Punch off. But yeah, so this is probably gonna kill me. No, but I don't get to the charge attack, right? So kind of like up and down type situation, right? So yeah, I should have just like not blocked that first Bone Club. That would have been fantastic. Okay, so yeah, I blocked the Shadow Ball. I threw the Dynamic Punch, but that was not on purpose. Like rewind, you can check like my finger was tapping like far away from the button, but it worked out. Like it killed the Marowak. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, he throws the Shadow Punch. I don't die, and I farm out the rest. Okay, so I'm going for the Hydro Pump right here. Maybe try to get like big damage or a shield. Fantastic. It's okay. The thing is, since he doesn't have Hydro Pump, right, and since he has Ice Punch, if you force the match to the 0 shield scenario, Marowak can actually win, right? Marowak can win because he can get to a Shadow Ball, he can get to a Bone Club, and yeah, it's basically GG. Okay, so yeah, 2-0, nice. Are we gonna go for a game 3? Yes, we're gonna go for game 3. Game 3 is honestly the dumbest fight I've ever had in all of Pokemon Go PvP ever, in all tournaments ever. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done as a PvPer, alright? Let's see how we do. Alright, so we start the match off with exactly the same lines, okay? The same thing, right? So the thing is, he's now prepared for what I've got, right? He knows how I play. I'm gonna throw the Hydro Pump, and then swap out to my Dusclops. Okay, so same thing, but this time he blocked. He did not take it. Nice. He throws the Shadow Punch. Okay, I'm not giving up any energy. He swaps in his Poliwrath instead of, what did he swap in last time? I think it was like his Marowak, right? Yeah. So he swapped out his, he swapped in his Poliwrath. So this is a losing match for him, but since he threw that Shadow Punch earlier, he is going to be able to beat me. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so Ice Punch, nice. I'm gonna get to a Shadow Punch. He's not gonna block because he's not in KO range. Okay, nice. He knows his stuff. Okay, so I've got the shield advantage. All I want to do is, I just want to set up Shadow Ball time. But the thing is, it's gonna be hard to get that last shield, right? So we simultaneously, I thought I could like farm down, throw Dynamic Punch, fake a Hydro Pump, but yeah, this is the dumbest thing you're ever gonna see on YouTube. Okay, go to Neilpath's channel right now and comment it's Shadow Ball time, because right here I thought that it was a Bone Club. GG. It's Shadow Ball time. My final opponent is Ranger Mimikyu, and this is like big boss time, alright? Big RPG, end of the dungeon level type situation, because Ranger Mimikyu is legit, okay? He is Also, one of the best PvPers in the Philippines. Okay, the man went to top 8 World's Championship. I always forget where, but he's good. Alright, so take a look at the team. Okay, what do you see? You see a big red nose. Yes? Of course. I don't have to explain. Yes? But let me refine your Probopass / Mawile hunting set. Don't do this, alright? This right here is a mistake, okay? So if you see Probopass, if you see Mawile, don't lead with your Hexclops. Trust me, okay? You want to lead with your Marowak or your Poliwrath, depending on certain... Let's say if your Poliwrath can beat his Poliwrath and he has no other fighters, lead with the Poliwrath. If he has Medicham or if his Poliwrath beats your Poliwrath, go Marowak, okay? So that's kind of like your algorithm. Try to memorize it, put it down on a notebook, maybe write it on your phone, test it out for yourself. If you think that there's a better way, do that, okay? Build on what I know right now. Like, take it, make it yours, test it out, and if you can improve it, take it to the tournament, okay? Because this right here is a big mistake, okay? Let's see how we do. The reason why I advise that you don't use Hexclops as a lead in situations where you have Probopass or Mawile is that Hexclops is a really nice safe switch in, right? And the magic of Hexclops is if you're able to switch it in and push the other Pokemon out, the Pokemon coming in is at an energy disadvantage, right? So the thing is, you're gonna get off your possibly gonna get off another charge attack to kind of like flip the situation around. So you can kind of like make him work better that way, right? So since I'm leading with it, no. That's just it. No. Okay, so I force him to get like down that low so that I can kind of like farm him out with my... I decided Poliwrath, right? But I really think I should have saved my Poliwrath. I think I should have just came in with my Marowak, farmed up the Steelix because my Marowak is a more devastating finisher type situation because Hydro Pump does take a while to get to, okay? So yeah, he pulls out Medicham, he gets off a charge attack. Obviously, this is not Psychic, it's too early. Okay, throws the Power Up Punch, cool. I throw the Hydro Pump, nice. Got it, he's very low, okay? But the thing is, this is probably calculated because he's good, dude. He's good. Like, he obviously doesn't want me to farm up this Medicham. I make a horrible mistake here. I block the Psychic, right? If I didn't block that Psychic, and the thing is, he got the debuff, right? But I think I might have had a chance here, right? Maybe. I'm honestly not sure, actually, but honestly, maybe. If I had a shield here, like, if I could block this, I could get to another Bone Club, kill it, kill the Medicham. I don't know. Okay, so for game number 2, we've got Marowak as the lead. And I feel like this is the much better hunter set, right? Probopass / Mawile hunter set. There is gonna be other hunter sets in the future, in the future video, but we'll talk about it when we get there, okay? So yeah, but this is much better because Hexclops is a much better safe switch compared to like a lead because you can kind of like work his magic that way. He gets pretty close to a Shadow Punch or Fire Punch when he dies in like a 1v1 situation. So if you can give him just a little bit of energy, he can kind of like turn things around, okay? So yeah, now at this point, I knew that Ranger Mimikyu's Poliwrath was Mud Shot, Dynamic Punch, Hydro Pump. Why? Because we practice, okay? So we battle. But the thing is, at this point in time, I didn't know that you could just go straight Shadow Ball with your decent, alright, decent IV Marowak and beat the Legacy Mudshot versions, right? With the Hydro Pump, right? I thought that was a straight loss, okay? But you can gamble that your IVs are gonna pull through, and most of the time they are because Mudshot's Legacy, okay? So yeah, but we'll see how I do. Alright, so we start the match off with a fantastic lead matchup. It's Medicham. Okay, so he swaps out to his Marowak. This thing is a threat, right? So I wanted to take this thing out right like ASAP. Okay, so I go for the bait. I got it. Fantastic. He throws. I'm not taking any chances. Okay, blocked. I learned from Neil Pads. Okay, it's Shadow Ball time. Shouts out to Neil. I go for the Shadow Ball for the kill. He didn't double block. fantastic. Okay, I took it out. Marowak looking pretty healthy. Nice. He pulls out Medicham. I'm like, okay. You got Probo Pass in the back. That's nice. So he goes for the Psychic, right? Obviously, I'm not throwing any energy. He goes for Probo Pass. I throw the Bone Club, right? I'm just gonna spam Bone Club, swap out. Okay, boom. Got another one. Nice. Maybe I could have gotten to like a third one, maybe. No, probably not. Okay, so I swap out to the Poliwrath, hoping this was a Rock Slide. But if it's a Thunderbolt, you can kind of like survive one. Okay, so yeah. Go for the Dynamic Punch. Obviously, he's not gonna block. I honestly regret that I didn't wait just a little bit more. But he might have gotten to like another charge attack. And that would have been dangerous, right? So yeah. But anyways, it works out because my Dusclops is on his Medicham. I still have a little bit of Marowak left, right? Maybe enough to get a Bone Club. So yeah. Right here, I'm not flexing, okay? He's gonna throw the Psychic. I'm not gonna block. I'm not flexing. I'm just thinking, you know, what if protection for my Marowak type situation? It's not a flex, alright? But yes. GG. Alright. We got it right. And then I'm just, like an idiot, I swapped the flow. So again, I really think that you should just have your Marowak up front in these situations, right? And then I should have just like played it exactly the same way, okay? But let's see how we do. Alright, so we start the match off with Dusclops versus Poliwrath. This is not that bad. It's a winning matchup for me if I have fantastic IVs, right? So the thing is, I have pretty good IVs, I would say, okay? So yeah, he's gonna go for a straight Hydro Pump, right? Okay, and as long as I can get to I think the fourth, or I don't remember, like the Shadow Punch that kills him, it's fine, right? Because I'm like in The Sims, it's super close, guys. It's like 1 HP, okay? So yeah, your IVs have to be like top notch, okay? So especially with this guy, alright, Hexclops. Okay, so he hits me with the Hydro Pump. I survive. I throw the Shadow Punch. Got it. Nice. Okay, he pops out with Steelix. I have switch advantage. Alright. So, since I didn't know if he was gonna run like Medicham in the back, right? I didn't wanna, you know, play around with my Marowak versus his Steelix. So, yeah. Okay, I blocked the Earthquake right there. And that was a mistake. Okay, that was a fatal mistake. That was the thing that cost me the match. And me and him, we talked about this after, right? He said, if you blocked that Earthquake, would you have died? I was like, probably, right? Probably. But the thing is, I would have still had that shield. And if I had that shield, I could have killed this Marowak. And, I don't know, maybe pulled off a win with the Steelix. I don't, it's pretty close. I'm actually surprised I survived one Shadow Ball, but GG. Alright, so for my weighted cup in the largest Sinister Cup tournament in the Philippines, the Tambayan Express tournament, I got 5 wins, 2 losses. I'm pretty happy with that, you know, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I feel like that's a pretty solid start for Season 2. I obviously have a lot to grow because I make a lot of dumb choices, right? A lot of dumb choices, but, you know, I'm pretty happy with this. The thing is, I have another tournament coming out soon. I'm gonna work my butt off. I promise I will try to get it out before the weekend so that you can get like the full strats, okay? Big shout out to the Tambayan Express tournament organizers, community admins, and sponsors. Thank you so much for hosting this cup. We appreciate it. The PvP scene in the Philippines would not be the same without the Tambayan Express community. Like that's 100% true, right? The tournaments always have like these insane prize pools, like 10,000 coins, 7,500 I don't remember, but it's a lot. It's a lot, right? Plus raffles, there's always like Starbucks gift cards being thrown around and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It gets the community together, and I am running out of English, but I appreciate you so much. Another big thank you to the very nice people from the Duo Catchmon, right? Which is this thing right here. What is this? It's like a Go Plus, except it's for 2 phones, and it's automatic, right? It automatically spins, automatically catches Pokemon with your Pokeballs, and it has saved my dust economy. Okay, that is not an over exaggeration. Like, I don't need dust as much as I used to because I have this thing. Oh god, I punched the mic. This thing right here. This has really solved my dust problems. I wish this thing could solve my charge TM problems, right? Because you know that charge TM grind sucks, right? But yes, the dust grind is so much lighter with this in my kit. Okay, so if you want to check it out, plus it's for 2 phones, right? So if you have like a girlfriend or like a boyfriend, or I don't know, play with friends, you can kind of like both connect to the thing and like both benefit from dust. Okay, plus I actually heard that in the recent versions there's been problems with the other devices, right? With this one, no, I haven't had any problems like connecting it to my phone. So yeah, if you want to check it out, links in the pinned comment down below. Some of those links are affiliate links, so they support the channel. So maybe, right? Maybe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. What the frick happened to my hair? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Remember to leave a like, comment down below. It's Shadow Ball time, alright? Always try to go for that Shadow Ball, like that Shadow Ball situation, right? Where you're shielded, you have a Shadow Baller, and they don't have any shields, okay? So, I only lost that last match because I blocked that Earthquake, dude, right? So, always go for that Shadow Ball type situation, okay? Subscribe if you haven't yet, ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!